Our other top story tonight, executives with Moderna say they are seeking emergency use authorization for a COVID-19 vaccine today. That makes the company the second drug maker to do this since Friday. Results from earlier this month show the vaccine was more than 94% effective. This comes as the government health officials warn of another increase in cases after millions of Americans traveled for the Thanksgiving holiday.
Tonight, the U.S. recording nearly 139,000 new cases and 826 new deaths. The country's total case count since the start of the pandemic stands at 13.5 million, more than any other nation in the world. Those numbers according to Johns Hopkins University. And another record-setting day for hospitals as well. As of yesterday, more than 93,000 Americans were hospitalized with COVID-19, according to the COVID Tracking Project. That is a new high. Tonight, shipping companies are shifting their operations into high gear, preparing for a massive vaccination program, and more participants from human trials are now telling their stories. NewsNation correspondent Tom Negevin is live for us in New York City tonight with that. Tom.
And Marnie, you know, this means that some Americans could get their first dose of a vaccine within weeks. Of the 30,000 participants in the Moderna study, we learned today not one developed a severe case of COVID-19. Just as the nation plunges into a new battle with rising COVID cases, more remarkable news from scientists searching for a vaccine. Biotech company Moderna announcing results far better than what experts expected just a few weeks ago. The company's vaccine, 94% effective in preventing COVID-19 among 30,000 study participants, 100% effective in preventing severe cases of the disease. Moderna joining drug maker Pfizer, which sought its emergency use authorization on Friday. AstraZeneca expected to run another global trial after producing a lower than expected efficacy rate of around 70%. Tonight, we're learning more about those who took part in the human trials.
He died a few months ago, COVID.
Like 73-year-old Len Hudson of Augusta, Kansas, who joined a COVID study in July after losing a good friend to the virus.
We got to do whatever we need to do, each individually, to get through this and past this.
As they await word on approvals, shippers like FedEx and DHL prepare hubs in Chicago and Memphis to receive massive amounts of COVID-19 vaccines.
So I think the challenge is going to be the distribution, the challenge is going to be the administration, the challenge is going to be the storage.
From overseas tonight comes word that the UK's National Health Service may greenlight the use of the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine within days. Today, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson, who has had COVID, toured this AstraZeneca plant with the capacity to produce up to 350 million doses a year.
This could, and I stress could, really be the salvation for humanity, these vaccines, not just this one, but obviously all the vaccines that are currently being developed.
And as the FDA examines the latest emergency use application, there's a panel that reports to the CDC scheduled to meet tomorrow and likely to vote on who will get the shots first. Expect that to be nursing home residents, along with, of course, frontline medical workers. Live in New York, Tom Negevin, NewsNation.
Tom, thank you. In less than 30 minutes, we're going to be talking live with an epidemiologist and infectious disease specialist from Stanford University about the significance of today's announcement and the vaccine, and also how hospitals are preparing for a massive operation to deliver those vaccines.